No matter what branch you serve, military roots run deep. At American Military University, we recognize the sacrifices of service members and their loved ones. That's why we extend our military tuition savings to your family tree. Parents, spouses, legal partners, siblings, and dependents all qualify for our preferred military rate of just $250 per credit hour. American Military University. Savings for the whole family. Learn more at amu.apus.edu/military.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, well, welcome to the Season of Self-Love, your daily dose of inspiration. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and today we are starting the week off with Mindset Monday. This year, we are embracing the Year of Rebirth. In January, our focus is all about new beginnings. Today's episode, The Power of Intentional Beginnings, is dedicated to exploring how mindfulness can transform the way that we start anew. So joining me is a very special guest, our resident therapist, Dr. Will Washington, who will share his insights on our mindful beginnings and practical tips to make your rebirth journey intentional. But before we dive in, don't forget to download our free Year of Rebirth workbook. It is filled with reflection, prompts, exercises, and actionable steps to support your journey throughout the year. So you can grab it now through the link in our show notes or on our website, the Season of Self-Love podcast.com. But before we bring Dr. Will up, y'all know how we do it. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. We're going to get deep into this topic, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love, and we'll be right back.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good, so I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to xnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you. All right, my beautiful people, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love. Happy New Year!
It is new. It is new. It is new. I'm learning some new things today already. That's a start.
Happy New Year!
Yes, I'm excited about this year. I think this is going to be the year for a lot of people. I think this is it.
Yes.
We 2024 enough.
Yes. We have, and welcome back. How it feels to be back? I miss you, dude.
I miss. I know, right? I was like, bring me back. I was like, I put so many bat signals out. I was like, bring me back. I'm honestly, it feels good to be here. It feels comfortable to be here, and also, I've grown a lot since our last conversation, and so I'm excited. You know, I know we stayed in touch, texting here and there, but I'm so much growth has happened.
Yeah,
So
it's so
I'm
many
excited.
amazing things that have been happening for you. I've been watching. I've been like, okay, when we go get our therapist back over here.
Yeah, look, I had to reset. I had to reset everything. I had the whole reset. I had a whole reset. Yeah, it was dynamic.
Right. I know that's right. But it's so good
Mhm.
to see you. It's so good that you are back with us. And I know my listeners, I know you've been seeing for the past 2 weeks is that every day is something new with us. On Mondays, Dr. Will be joining us every Monday here for
Mhm.
Mindset Monday with him. And, he's giving us his 411, his knowledge on everything, and we're breaking it down. So far, this month has been so amazing, Dr. Will. And you came right in on time, baby.
Look, when you're aligned, you're always on time.
Tell it, say it, say it,
Look,
say
that's your
it.
T-shirt. Like, sell that T-shirt immediately. Yeah, I love it.
I know. See, I didn't even get that at first, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Hmm.
I got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it." All right, my beautiful people, you know how we do it. So before we start our mind, we're going to start off with a nice mindful breathing. All right. So you guys know what to do. Close your eyes.
At the heart of every mission, there's an unshakable force that stands ready, day and night. That's you, the one who rises before dawn to meet every challenge head-on. At American Military University, we understand the demands of military life and the challenges you face. Our programs provide the flexibility to succeed, both in service and in life. And when times get challenging, AMU is here for you with 24/7 mental health support. Always prepared. That's you. Learn more at amu.apus.edu.
And get prepared for this. All right. Let's start with the deep inhale and slowly exhale. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in strength and clarity. And as you exhale, release any doubt, fear, or negativity. Now picture yourself standing at the edge of possibilities, ready to step forward into a new chapter of your life. Feel the weight of limiting beliefs melting away, replaced by lightness of potential and purpose. Now take one deep breath in and exhale completely. And when you are ready, please open your eyes and return to this moment and ready to embrace transformation. All right, my beautiful people. If you're new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, there's something that we do every day, Monday through Friday, is we just help ground ourselves before we get into the topic at hand. And Dr. Will, welcome back, baby.
It feels good on the other side, on the other side of the mic.
I know that's right. So let's dive right in. What does
Mhm.
it mean to start something with intention?
It's three things. That's the biggest thing. Can you hear me? Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to pause it right fast. All right, Dr. Will, well, welcome back. You ready to dive in?
I'm ready to dive in. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's do this.
All right. So what does it mean to start something with intention?
To start something with intention, it means that you do have a direction. It means you have a reward in mind. And there's also a cost that might disrupt your comfort for a moment. And so having that intention, it lets me know that there is a place that you do want to go. And many of us sometimes may not always feel ready or prepared.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you said that, and I'm glad that we're coming with this one this week, because as I mentioned before, and as we talked before, we talked about the year of 2025 being the year of rebirth, not new birth, but rebirth. And even though we calling January as our new beginnings is like starting from the foundation that we've already created. But now we have new tools and things to bring into what we've already did. The work that we did last year, we're
Exactly.
now bringing it into this year, and we're now using things our tools um, more actionable to our life, our daily life, so it makes sense. So, and I've been using this now from you. I took this from you about our purpose pen and our purpose paper. So, and I even tell, our listeners, we're just not giving you these tools or just saying these things just to be saying them. Yeah, we're in school. Life is a big ass school.
It
And a
is.
lot of times we have been failing because we hadn't been given the right tools. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of the things come from things from books. You know what I'm saying? And not actionable using for our life.
Yeah.
And we saw just last week for me in real time, all of that happened, and it was just so amazing that now that we're talking about intentions again. Remember, we talked about it last year. But as I told them, are we going to get deeper in this? So every
Yeah.
time we talk about it, we're going to go deeper in this because there's levels to this.
Yes. And we need that. And we
Yeah.
need that because I hate to say it, but we've become so surfaced and so impulsive. We're such impulsive learners
Mm-hmm.
that just the act of just having paper, having pen, having a book and turning it into life.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm not saying it's a dying art, but it's a form of life that we kind of overlook sometimes
Yeah.
because of the lack of instant gratification it gives us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That is so true. The end of last year, the books that have been coming into my life had truly been aligned for what I needed at that moment in that time. And it's like now it's all about understanding what divine timing is, understanding that
Mm,
without any of that, we cannot have a new beginning. Does
yeah.
that make sense? You know
Yeah. I
what I mean?
love that. I
Yeah.
love that mindset.
Yeah.
Mm,
Without that. And so it's like, okay, we can change our paradigm, we can change our habits, we can have a new mindset. Can we? If we don't understand it, can we? If we
right.
don't understand with those intentions that we're talking about, do we? When we're using the words that we're supposed to be using impeccably, understanding what they truly mean, but also what are your intentions behind when you are speaking those words, or when you saying that prayer, or when you sitting in meditation, or when you even
Hmm.
your visualization. You understand what I
Yeah. I
mean?
love that.
And so it's
Yeah.
like just breaking it all down.
Yeah. And like I said before in past podcasts, there's only certain things you can see when you slow down.
Mhm.
And in the rebirth process, you have to slow down. You cannot just get back up and go like, no, you have to really think about what does it mean to even get up. So setting that intention from the core, you have
Yeah.
to work from the inside out. You have to work from the inside out.
Yes, baby.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, first of all, thank you for that post that you posted last week about slow.
Mm.
Thank you for posting that about slow. But as you talking about inside out, that is what I did in the month of December. I did a
Oh,
whole inside out.
you
I
did a
did
cocooning. I call it cocooning. You did the cocooning.
man inside out. I redid my kitchen. I took out my closet, realigned that. Like everything would just fall in place. And I wasn't playing. I understood
Mhm.
what was happening, and what I understood it.
I love that. Ooh.
Yeah, I understood it, and I knew. It's like when you standing in it, and it's like you just feel it. I kid y'all not. It's like you feel this big, and I'm gonna say ass, that big ass light just shining all on you. And it's like when I say this,
Mhm.
I'm like, for real, Naomi,
Yeah.
they say, okay, now take a shit.
Now what?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
So in
I'm
that,
listening. I'm
that means
listening.
you sitting on that and you taking that shit. That means is that you releasing everything out of you,
Mm.
and all of that is out of you. Well, let's talk about it. a post that I posted up last week as well by Pastor Mike about
Mm-hmm.
wisdom, about understanding your gifts, sharing your gifts to change others, but also the wisdom to change yourself. So when
Yeah.
you have all of those things and you understand what all of that stuff is now, and you've been through the transformation and you're still willing to go through the transformation, but not only that, but you're bold and courageous enough to share it with the world
Yeah.
wide open. So yes, when I say shit, yes,
Yeah.
that's
I
exactly
love
what
that.
I mean. Yeah.
Wow. So I think people are scared to do that though, because they're like, FOMO, right? The fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
I may not know what the next thing is. I may
Mm-hmm.
be out of date. I might be out of touch. Maybe you need to be out of date,
Mm-hmm.
right? They always talk about how like weird people are always like they're always off. They're never really in line with things, but they always seem to be ahead of. Sometimes you're so ahead that you don't make sense in the beginning to people. But you had a vision, and you during your time, you've always had a vision though, Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
You've always had a vision, and that's something that you're a manifester and a visionary. So for you, it was natural, but people are scared to see what they might have to see, and that's real. That's real.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love this journey. I love this journey. It was something that someone had said, was it last week or one of them, about every day is a new beginning. Every
Mm,
day is a new beginning. So let's not just look at it just as the new
yeah.
year, but know when you wake up in the morning, that is a new beginning.
Hmm.
So even before then, it was like, for me, it was like, I have to wake up in the morning when I say my prayer and I open my eyes, and then I do a check. I have to
Mm.
check myself, meaning make sure that I'm good before I even get out of that bed.
No matter what branch you serve, military roots run deep. At American Military University, we recognize the sacrifices of service members and their loved ones. That's why we extend our military tuition savings to your family tree. Parents, spouses, legal partners, siblings, and dependents all qualify for our preferred military rate of just $250 per credit hour. American Military University. Savings for the whole family. Learn more at amu.apus.edu/military.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? How do I feel? Because that dream that I had, it could have just, rocked me. So where am I at mentally? Because I'm about to share my space and my energy with my loved ones, with you all here on this podcast. If I'm talking with you, Dr. Will, whoever, I'm getting ready
Mm-hmm.
to do that. And so when I go into my space, my sacred space,
Uh-huh.
when I go into my sacred space, I have to go in that sacred space with intention.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And respect
Yes.
to it. Because not only I'm going in there asking for guidance for my day, but I'm asking for protection,
Mm.
with that wisdom, with empathy. You know what I'm saying? So all
Yeah.
of those words, is for me. Like right here on my wall right now, I have my whole ingredients of who I am. Nyomi, I lead in love. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything I do. And so when I come here before, I'm saying that this is my mantra for me. So make sure that I know is that not only am I responsible for me, but I have to be accountable for
Mm-hmm.
the words that I say that come out of my mouth. But also
Exactly.
I have to be accountable and understand is what I am receiving from God and putting out there into the world. Does that make sense?
Because you are on a mission, and you do
Yes.
have a mission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Wow.
understand that. So it's like
I love that.
thank you. So when we started talking about anew, this is my next one. We're talking about a new beginning, a new everything. And they want to wake up. We know it can be intimidating. We know that, especially
Mm.
when we're
Yeah.
carrying emotional and mental baggage. What are some common obstacles that people face when trying to start again?
Yes. 3 simple things. 1, am I who I am or who I need to be?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's that comparative attitude, right? You're questioning. Secondly, do I have the resource to make the change? And then lastly, what's the routine that I need to live to be disciplined in that vision or that anew, because you have to change your routine. You have to change your rhythm. You're dancing a new dance. And sometimes we don't know what our song is yet. So,
we talked about that last year.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what is your song?
Exactly.
Now, my question is to you, what is your song?
I chose a theme song. So I chose a theme. I did like no more words. I chose theme songs. So I have a list of theme songs that I listen to, and then like the feeling of those songs give me that movie feeling. It's like, that's time. Like I got a Gladiator theme song. I got the Street Fighter Guile theme song. I got like I have like a whole like repertoire of pieces, and it just, when I listen to it, I even have the Inception and Interstellar theme, Cornfield, that one too. Like it takes me there. It's like, I have a purpose. So listen to the song Cornfield, Hans Zimmerman, and I listen to that song.
You gotta send me that link. You gotta send
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, you'll be like, what is this man doing? It's a stratosphere. Just it puts you there though. It puts you there. Yeah.
No, I feel you, because that's with me. It's a vibe with me. It's like you would think, Nyomi, you sit there with the music, the same music no, I don't. Sometimes I feel like I'll be like this and because it takes me there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm living that moment. I'm living in that theme song. I'm in the shower listening to it. I'm making words to the song. I'm doing everything to it. I'm freestyling over some symphonies. It's real. It's happening. It's happening.
It is so real. It's just being on that vibration. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness, being on that vibration. All right. So for our listeners that's ready to embrace this new beginnings, what are some practical mindful steps that they can take today?
Rule 1, make sure you have your day before you have everyone else's day. Just like Nyomi, like you said, you set yourself up. You put people's names, places, things you're about to, you premeditate your success for the day. Not for the next day, not for the week, but you prepare your success for the day. So you mentally charge yourself that way. So you walk out that door already on 10. Yeah. Which is amazing. So the second thing would be, put yourself on top of the hill before you walk outside your space. If you don't walk on top of the hill, then it can be hard to go back to sleep. It's going to be hard to make sure you feel at rest. I always tell people, third thing, earn your sleep, earn your rest. Earn your rest. So don't just go to sleep because you're tired. Earn your rest, because a lot of times what you leave behind, it's going to get heavier later on in the week. So those are the 3 things. It's really just having that awareness. So setting up that space, putting yourself on top of the hill, and earn your rest for the day. I asked myself that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Let's go back to number 3. Earn that. What does, like, break it down for them to know exactly what that means? Because they're like, I work my ass off. What you mean?
That's one of the 8. That's one of the 8 spots, right? When you think of full holistic wellness, there's 8 forms of healing. So that's occupational, financial health. You did the things for financial. What did you do for your stress? What did you do for your physical health? What are you putting in and out of your body? What are you doing for your social health, your friends, relationships, connections? What are you doing for your family health? What are you doing for your family to make sure you're doing enough for your family? Environmental health. It's not about who you are. It's about where you are. Did you go somewhere to make you feel like you could be yourself, right? And then educational health. What are you learning right now today? That's something that you didn't learn. Are you expanding your mind? And then spiritual health. Are you making meaning out of what you're going through during the daytime? So that's just the beginning of it all, right? So all those 8 different ways is how you earn your rest. And one of the biggest things is that many of us don't feel like we have enough time in the day to really get everything we need out of it. And so for you, creating an actual goal, hey, I'm going to do 3 things a day to make myself feel complete. You got to eat the elephant one bite at a time. Yeah. You got to eat the elephant one bite at a time. So give yourself small enough goals to feel the feeling of complete, because what this society does, I tell this all the time. If you're American, for anybody that's American right now, your first religion is capitalism. So if you do not understand when you have done enough for a day, you're never going to know what feeling complete is going to feel like as a person. There's always going to be another day to work harder, to work more. So make sure you actually do enough for the day, so then you can start tomorrow anew, right? Every morning I wake up, the first thing I yell in the morning is hallelujah. Because I'm like, and it felt weird when I first did. I used to whisper like hallelujah. But now after I get more confident, I'd be like, hallelujah. Because it lets me know that, hey, I got to do something today.
Yeah.
I got to do something today.
Yeah.
So when you say earn your rest, look at your life and try to just do 3 things that mean something to you a day. So make sure you have your day before you have other people. Start on top of the hill. Earn your rest.
I like that. I like that. All right. So I'm about to do something new. I'm about to do something new right here. So family, it's y'all turn. I would love to hear your stories about new beginnings. Have you ever started something mindful? And how did it feel to you? I want you to share your thoughts and your reflections on social media using the hashtag Year of Rebirth. And I'll be highlighting some of these stories in next week's episode. So don't be afraid to show it. Just like Jay shared his story last week, just like our amazing guests come here and share our stories. We want to know if the season of self-love is really showing up in your life. Yeah. Is it really resonating with you? Are you using these actionable tools that Dr. Will is sharing with you, that myself and whatever guests that come on here, are you using them? You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Dr. Will don't like to say homework.
I'm nosy. I don't get homework. I get quests, but I'm nosy. I want to know. I want to read it too. I'm about to get the hashtag too. I'm about to follow the hashtag. I'm nosy. I want to see what people are thinking. I'm curious.
Right. Yeah. And if you have any questions for Dr. Will or me, send them to us, you know. Yeah, I'm friendly. We love to address them in future episodes. You know, Dr. Wheeler always, he always ready. Yeah.
I'd be excited when people. I've had people literally say, if I didn't watch this show, I would have never started reflecting about my life in 8 different ways. And I go, well, you would have never heard it unless I was with Nyomi. I don't talk about it anywhere else. So I'm glad you did. So I'm excited about it. They're talking about their lives because of this show. So I'm excited about this.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So we're going to get just a little bit. We're just going to turn this corner just a little bit. You know me. You know, I get a little crazy. Yeah. Because I miss you and I hadn't seen you.
That corner.
Yeah.
Always that corner.
I didn't go down a rabbit hole though. I was going around the corner.
Well, I was going to say, I'm really proud. I was like, that's next episode.
Right. Let's go around that corner. We ain't going to go down the rabbit hole. This is around the corner. So for you, for 2025, what is your intention? What is your intention for you this year?
To claim everything I've been working so damn hard to do. I'm taking everything. I have been working over 10 years, almost hitting 11 years of this mind and music journey. Yeah. And I have said yes to so many things, said yes to so many things I didn't want to do. I did a lot of things for nothing and I shook a lot of hands, but now it's my turn. And so I'm going for everything I believe in. And I'm going to make sure when 2026 happens, I'm be like, I need to go back to this episode and do Rebirth because I'm going to spend everything out on this year. I'm cashing out this year. I'm cashing out this year.
I know that's right. Yeah. I know that's right. Yeah. Coming into this new year, ending last year. Last year was so amazing. The amazing thing that was happening, that was going on, and coming into this new year in this new season. And I know I hadn't shared with you is that we are now in season 3.
What?
Yes, you know, we are at 227 episodes.
When did you do all that?
Baby, I've been
Oh my God. Wow. That's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And it's been so amazing. So I just want to take this moment because I wasn't able to last year, just to show you my appreciation and say thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for being obedient when you felt it and it came to you. You know what I'm saying? And you came on not knowing and just trusting, like, I don't know where this girl going, but I like what I hear. So I'm about to go over there and tap her on the shoulder and say, okay, I'm with you, but still riding with me through it all. And I thank you for that and trusting me in it. But also I appreciate and love that you are now being so authentic of who you are, and I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't let the colored hair fool you. It's real. It's one of those things where I've been in so many spaces where I've had to be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I get it. I go by Dr. Will because that's the brand.
Yeah.
But I talk to you as Will,
Yeah.
and it feels real. It feels me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to question. I'm not questioning,
Yeah.
and I think that we have lived such a life where we cannot be around people, and we always have to question. Did I say enough? Did I not say enough? Did I say too much? Did I share too much? No, I've never felt that being with you,
Yeah.
and that's something that you find that once in a lifetime. And so I'm just happy that you actually create that space. And I've even saw your other podcasts, and I've watched your other shows, and I was like, I see people that are ready to talk about it and people that weren't ready to talk about it, and you just kept on, you kept it going. So I thank you for seeing me.
Yeah.
Especially just as a Black man that has always felt all his life. Thank you for just being a safe space.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that genuinely and recorded as well. So
Yeah.
so thank you. They
I got
go back.
receipts.
They got receipts. These are
I
good
got
receipts,
receipts.
right? I was like, you got episodes on me. You can. So thank you.
You are so welcome. We need this to where we can see strong men be vulnerable. You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And living in their authenticity. And it was something that I shared last year. And I got to keep going on the last year in December and in November, because we had did a 10-day book challenge, a 10-day book challenge on Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. And majority of the participants in there were men. And I love to see the men on how trusting they was with themselves to be able to show up and be vulnerable, to tell their story, but not only that, but wanting to have that intimate relationship with themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That is the most, first of all, sexiest thing that I can ever see in a man, is wanting to do that. And I'm not trying to push the women aside, because that is what that is. But when you talk about that, let's talk about them embracing that femininity of themselves,
Yes.
full and holy, and that makes them.
No matter what branch you serve, military roots run deep. At American Military University, we recognize the sacrifices of service members and their loved ones. That's why we extend our military tuition savings to your family tree. Parents, spouses, legal partners, siblings, and dependents all qualify for our preferred military rate of just $250 per credit hour. American Military University. Savings for the whole family. Learn more at amu.apus.edu/military.
More masculine than anything when you can do that on real time. Even when I look at comments, I see the comment, I'm like, "Ooh, okay. I see y'all. I see y'all, and y'all be in my comments on my posts, be like, yes, I feel that, Nyomi, and sharing it. Like, that's what I'm talking, like, beating on my chest."
I love that, but I also love the fact that it's beautiful when men get to a place where they become so masculine that they actually become feminine.
Yes.
Right? That's when you're passing, you're like exceeding past the masculine stereotype, and when you actually become more feminine in your masculinity. And then it's like, well, I don't know what he is anymore. I don't know what. No, it's like I know myself so well that it doesn't even matter anymore. And
Yeah.
that type of strength is like, it's a beautiful thing. I love doing men's groups and like seeing them explode into themselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's just watching it all. Dr. Will, when I say just watching it all, I'll be like, dang, Dr. Will need to be here to see this.
We should do a retreat. We should host a retreat sometime. We
Yes,
should.
that is on my
We should do
vision
that.
board, baby. That
Yeah,
is
it's
on my
time.
vision board. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if I share with you that I had went to before the end of the year in December. I
Mhm.
did a lot of things in December. I did a lot of new things in December.
Ah.
I went to a weekend spiritual retreat
Oh, okay.
at the Art of Living, and yeah, a lot of amazing things happened. I've already had shared it with the audience that truly I understand everything now.
You
Like
woke up.
yes, man, you know how you be in that like this when your eyes you
Uh-huh.
almost woke, but you not woke.
Mhm. Took
Now,
that trance state.
yeah, no, not no more. Not like
Mm.
not no more. That's what I say. Not no more.
Not
When
no
people
more.
not no more. Not no more. And I love it. I challenged myself this year to do more networking. To do more networking and stepping
Mm.
into these other rooms. You know what I'm saying? Stepping
Yeah.
into other rooms with my full face, full everything just glowing, allowing my light to just
Mm.
shine loud and bright of who I am. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
smiling. I'm smiling as you say that. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Tell me more. That's so good. That's so. But I love that though because you're literally walking into yourself
Yeah,
and you're letting other people shine around you too when they're ready.
yeah,
But see, like, and I love that. You're into your highest self.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
beautiful though.
yeah.
You see it.
Yeah, thank you. And and I love it. I used to be so concerned about who I might lose with that.
Mm.
Because when our lights are shining, and this is for everyone, when our lights are shining, and that light only doesn't reveal it reveals someone else's darkness. Does that make sense? So
Mm-hmm.
it reveals their insecurities, their whatever that's going on with them. And so I had to understand that that will interrupt someone, whatever their
Mm-hmm.
piece look like. It might not be the same as my piece, and I
Right.
have to understand that's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna love you from a distance because I know where my purpose is and I know where I want to be in life. There is no confusion, and I
Yeah.
understand it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
But that highest form is when you have clarity.
Oh
That
yes.
clarity, right? It's not even yes or no. It's am I being me?
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
going to compromise who I am or not?
Yeah.
The end. It's not about yes or no. It's like, is this me or not?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the chain and reaction, the results. Am I who I am to be?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And let me say this. And why I'm going to say this is because when people say about, if it's going to change me or who I am, when I talk about purity, I am still a sexual being. I still believe in sex. I still get turned on. That got nothing
Really?
to do.
How
You
could you?
understand? Hey, but you understand what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, she holy did not. No, I'm the furthest from holy, but I'm very spiritual and I'm very tapped into
Mm-hmm.
my inner being and my inner spirit. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to respect every part of me. So
Yes.
whatever it is that a person is doing is no longer aligned with who my definition of who I am, of my core values, not the core values that you want to put on me, but my
Mm-hmm.
own.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's so intentional though. But the intentionality behind that, right?
Yes.
Like you cannot shake someone's intention. You can't.
No.
You can't. And those that fear that or are insecure with that, they'll see it as audacity,
Mm-hmm.
right? They'll be, oh, the audacity of them. No, they're being who they are, what they want to be. Are you okay? Why aren't you okay with that?
Because you're not hurting anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
you're not hurting no one with your blue hair and your music and
Mm,
you're not
no.
hurting anybody. You are being authentic of who you
I
are.
love it. I love this. I wasn't thinking about anybody else when I was doing this. Blue represents my eternal love. The white is my highest self, and the pink reminds my vulnerability. That's it. Like
That
that
you
had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with nobody else.
See,
That was my connection.
right. I'm over here mad in my business. Period.
Exactly.
That's it. And living the best life that I know how, and just everything that I'm getting from my experience in life, I'm just sharing it because I want people to feel the way that I feel, because it feels
Yeah.
good. It don't got to be the
Yeah.
exact way, but whatever it is for you, and whatever in life that you have been through in life, baby, these are gifts. These are tools.
Yeah.
Remember what we talked about last week about understanding the message, understanding the
Mm,
message. So when we come and we talk today about being intentional, so you probably got a message last week, like I did, that will help prepare you for today's intentional conversation that Dr. Will and I had.
yeah.
So Dr. Will, now on what we call Freedom Friday, I give tasks during the weekend, tasks of actionable steps for them to go through,
Oh.
because these are things that I'm using for myself. That I
Mhm.
didn't even know what they just stepped in. When I tell you the fasting, clear. When I went to that spiritual retreat, and I wasn't doing nothing but eating berries and chai and quinoa, and that's it. No meat, no sugar,
Wow.
nothing. And just that energy there, I was seeing people glow, Dr. Will. I
Wow.
kid you not.
Wow. You're on another plane, another frequency. Mm.
Just it like boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
And I wasn't scared of it. I mean, because I see it when I used to do my mirror
Yeah.
imaging practices that I was doing, and I would see myself glow, and I knew when I wasn't right, because I wouldn't see that glow. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Yeah.
see it. But this time I'm walking around and closing my eyes and open, and I'm just seeing people glow. And I was like, okay, this is why
Mm.
I came here. This is what I asked. I came for that intention to understand, where am I going right now? I can see the vision,
Right.
but now I need that clear path of guidance right now to go to that next 10, 20 minutes, that next 30, 40
Mhm.
minutes. You know, I need to understand what this present moment mean for me, and understanding, and I'm living more in my present moment than I am in
Mhm.
my future and in my
Yes.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
And I think we get so caught up in that future mindset,
yes.
right? We forget how powerful we are in our present.
Mm-hmm.
We think we're gonna be more powerful in the future because it doesn't exist yet. So we
Yeah,
can't actually control. So it's the thought that we can control something,
yeah,
right? But the humility is that we're powerful right now, right
right.
in this moment.
Yeah, right. So
Mm.
even in correct me if I'm wrong, even when doing visualization, and I know sometimes when especially when I speak of it, I got my whole thing wrapped up that it's right there. And I
Mhm.
love being there. But then I come back to where I'm at today. And I love that because I still feel that. I still smell that. And I act as at it is happening right now. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's done. So with that makes me so comfortable and real in my actions, the way that I'm moving,
Right.
because I have the faith and I believe in what I do today. What I do today will determine my tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yes. And that is that's I would say that's like a prerequisite of intention,
Yeah.
right? Like that is a prerequisite of intention. I think a lot of times people don't know how to start intentions, or what is it like what's the task to
Yeah.
start intentions.
Hmm.
But what you said is like that's the formula.
Yeah.
That is the formula.
Hmm. So when I say in the morning, when I do my prayer and then I open my eyes and I'm
Mhm.
out, check and say, what you feeling?
Mhm.
Like, what we feeling today, girl?
Yeah.
How we feeling? And if my body tells me, or my head said, you know what, you right now you can't do it. You don't feel it. So I will go into and I will ask for strength.
Mm.
Give me a sign and let me know when it's time for me to sit down and pull back, and that it's okay, because I have to start to listen to my body and take care and be respectful of it. Before I did, before I
Yeah.
used to run this body, like, come on, my body
Yeah.
like, sit your ass down. That's literally how
Mhm.
it was.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the crash outs. We call it the crash out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But now I do that, even with emotion. How much can I take today?
Mm.
Are those phone calls not going to get answered? Are those texts not going to get answered? And I have to understand that is what's best for me. And y'all have to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
before you wake up in the morning, make sure you good. Whatever that conversation that you have with yourself, be intentional with it. Say, what do you need today?
Mm. What do you need today to be? What do I need today to be me?
Mm.
Because you can be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be a lot of things when you walk outside that door. Job, people, places, and things. But what do I need to be me today? What do I need to make sure of? Because those boundaries are going to be so needed.
Mm-hmm.
When you live a life that's intentional,
Yeah.
they're going to pull every little thing out of you. And it's going to look good. It's going to smell good. It might even feel good. But is it you?
Yeah.
Is it who you're intended to be?
Yeah.
Is that what you're intending?
Right. You know, it's so funny that you speak last week on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. I had this young lady, beautiful young lady that came on, and she was talking about relationship boundaries. That was her thing.
Mm.
And we talked about self-love. And it was something that we agreed upon, but I kept telling myself, you know, pull that therapist, social worker, pull her back. Don't go there. You can disagree with her on it, but pull back. And she said that love was ideal. I didn't agree with that. Um,
Mm.
no, I didn't agree with that. I think
Interesting.
love is actionable to me. It's an action. It's an action that you do purposely with you and others. You know what I'm saying? Though these are things that
Mm-hmm.
you show with your actions after a word. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I
so
see
when
what
you
you're
say
saying.
it's ideal, I didn't understand that. But then as the conversation went on, she ended up saying the very thing that I said at the end. You know, and she had
Mm.
used Robin Williams as an example of how much love that he gave out to everybody
Mm.
else. But the fact was that he didn't love himself. He took his own,
Mm.
he didn't know how to love himself. So he was was he giving out real love? What was that he was giving out?
He was giving out what he wanted to feel.
So why not give it to yourself? Why not do it for you? Why not peel those layers back and find
Mm.
out, okay, let me go to the core and to the gut of it and say, what is it? Let me start back from one. Or better yet, let's
Mm.
go back to the damn womb. Go sit and talk
Mm.
to your parents. Go sit and talk to your
Yeah.
mama and ask, how was that? How was that 9 months? I did this with my mama. How was that 9 months of you? But this is the freaky thing. I'll ask her this years ago.
At the heart of every mission, there's an unshakable force that stands ready, day and night. That's you, the one who rises before dawn to meet every challenge head on. At American Military University, we understand the demands of military life and the challenges you face. Our programs provide the flexibility to succeed, both in service and in life. And when times get challenging, AMU is here for you with 24/7 mental health support. Always prepared. That's you. Learn more at amu.apus.edu.
Before I started to self-love, before I started to ask Naomi, before any of these things, because I wanted to know, because I knew when carrying my children, I knew where I was at emotionally. And so they were
Mm.
invested in all of that. So what was I invested in, Mom?
That's
You understand what I'm saying? Let's go back. What
yeah.
was I invested in? So now, but it's ironic that we are here today. And I'm able to use that very question that I asked my mama. She looking at me like, what the hell is you talking about?
Right. Like, what was really happening?
But then
Mm.
it makes sense today on what it is.
That's so heavy because even just the question, and then think about Robin Williams, you think about love. Even that push out, right? That push out of love and feeling was an intention to hide something that was hurting deeper, right? A lot of times pride is the opposite of shame, right? A lot of times people have a lot of pride usually means that there was a lot of shame.
Yeah.
Right. And so that push of love out externally, the opposite of love is apathy. Right. So why did you stop caring about yourself? What made you not want to care about yourself? What's the psyche behind that? Right. Because even people that hate, there's a lot of love and hate, right? Because you still feel a way about it. You still feel a way. There's still an attachment to it. And I think a lot of us are forgetting that the intentions of connection and attachments, and there are two different types of people. There are two people that attach and people that connect are two different mindsets of love. And that intention is how you can tell the value of that too. You can change anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good. We do. I miss this. We do get deep. We get some deep.
We were about to go there. I had to stop. I was like, wait.
I wasn't going down that rabbit hole just yet. We just getting started.
I almost jumped before you. Had you, but you had that whole story, and then you set it up. You set it up. It's your fault. I'm avoiding.
Oh, all right, Dr. Will. We have come to the end of the show. And again, as always, I thank you for your wisdom. I thank you for this connection. Always. And you listeners, I thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to download the Year of the Rebirth workbook and take this journey with us. So let me say this. Let me make this announcement. There's something that happened on Friday. I know on Friday I announced that there will be an extra few pages on with the message matrix available today on Monday. Give me a few more days, and tomorrow's episode, y'all will understand. I don't want to give it away right now, but tomorrow I will understand that it won't be included in with it right now. So it's coming in 2 days, because this weekend I had to do something. It was an emergency, but it was so man. It was, and we couldn't share it on today's show. We had to stay on topic, so we had to do with an intention. But Dr. Will, we had a great conversation before we came on about it. And I'm just truly excited for this year for the both of us. I'm excited for the year here with Season of Self-Love and building our community here and everything that you got going on for you, and us just doing a lot of things together as well. Now, also remind them, where can they find you at?
Yes, they can go on the website, WashingtonWellnessInstitute.org, and you can sign up for a free 15-minute consultation. And we can go anywhere from high, medium, and low, but I just want to make sure you get to be you for 15 minutes. So I'm ready to listen to you.
Beautiful. I love that. All right, tomorrow is an amazing episode of Transformation Tuesday here on the Season of Self-Love, and I'm telling you, man, I am so full. I don't even think y'all understand.
The cup is flowing.
Let me tell you something, Dr. Will. I remember last year, and I'm sorry. I know I'm like, ain't you gonna close it out? Wait, just hold on, give me a second. Because I have to give it. I have to give your flowers when given, because I feel like sometimes I be talking Dr. Will talk. Let's speak it. And so I remember us having this conversation, and I don't know if we had this on air or if we had this in our post conversation or one of our conversations
behind the scenes. Yeah,
I don't know, but I remember you saying about having my cup overflowing and allowing the people up under there. Yeah, I remember that.
I love that conversation. I love that conversation.
I remember that, and I was like, okay, I'll be listening.
See, I told you I don't be just talking. I really do say words. I say words. I do say words. I be like you. I say words too. Yeah.
I gotta be listening. I definitely be listening. But I'm telling y'all, tomorrow episode is good. But let me tell you this. If y'all notice, the past few episodes have been a whole different flow, right? Family, as we wrap up our first, this is our second Monday. This is our second Monday of season 3. I want to just remind you of our beautiful daily flow. And that's why I just want to let everybody know, because I just been going and talking and just and I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this? As
Okay.
we continue to get better with this season of self-love, it's going to find its own way. And I'm watching a movie.
This is good.
Just watching. We are characters in this movie that I am watching, Dr. Williams.
I love to see. I'm a movie person. I see movies 3 times a week, so I'm
Right.
there. I'm a movie buff. I'm a movie person. So
Right. So make sure, y'all, this is the lineup. This is our lineup. On Monday, it is Mindset Monday, where we setting intentions and diving deep with Dr. Will. That's what we talked about today. Tomorrow is Transform Tuesday, when your stories of breakthrough and change. And it's going to be so amazing. With Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesdays, when we have powerful conversations with guest experts. Threshold Thursday, breaking through limitation together. That means where we're taking everything that we talked about from Monday to Wednesday, even some stuff that Thursday. And I'm going to tell you for real, things been happening in real time for me, because some of these, look, some of these topics, they ain't even topics that I had a whole thing, and he was like, no, we got something new.
I enjoyed that, but
yeah, but it's happening for real. It's happening in real time. Wow. And on Friday, Freedom Friday, we are celebrating the growth, and we just preparing for more.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's a great lineup.
Yeah,
that's a great. We gotta subscribe to that.
Yeah,
that's a different channel every day.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Hey, here you go. Ain't it?
right. I was like, you did it. I was like, I'm curious how long it took you to think about that. I'm really curious, because I know like that's you're quick.
You know what? For me, I have things all lined up months ahead of time, and I do. And so, but honestly, what have been happening is that things happen like right now. So say we having a conversation, and my mind will go like, oh wow, that'll be a great, ooh, that'll be, and I will write it down, and then there it goes. And it just go from there. What I'm learning to do now is truly trust in myself, trust in my ability to do the things. I am gifted in so many different ways, and just continue to allow all of those things to shine and come together. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what all of your core is in life. You understand everything that you have been through, from the time that you was a little in your mommy's stomach to you now at 52 years old. Baby, your life is full of abundance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so with all of that, share everything that God has given to you, and use that, because he is so full in you. And I'm not just talking to myself, I'm talking to y'all. Period. There is not another person that can come between me and my God. And people, they don't like when I say that, because I have an intimate relationship with him, because I have an intimate relationship with myself, and I go within, and I don't look outside anymore, because that person cannot tell me the conversations that I have with God. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Only God knows your story.
Yeah.
Talk about that, right? Only God knows your story, and you can't lie about your story to him. Come on.
He will show it. He will show it. He will humble you in a way that you would never.
Yeah.
And it's up to you on how you gonna do with that.
Yeah.
Period.
I love it. This is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be an exciting season. This is gonna be a good season.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, my beautiful people. Again, I want to thank you so much for continuing just joining us here on this podcast, the Season of Self-Love. Do you have any last words, Dr. Will?
Be kind to yourself and heal always.
I know that's right. You all continue to keep loving yourself, putting yourself first. Have an amazing, amazing day. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovering and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer. Have a good one.
At the heart of every mission, there's an unshakable force that stands ready, day and night. That's you, the one who rises before dawn to meet every challenge head-on. At American Military University, we understand the demands of military life and the challenges you face. Our programs provide the flexibility to succeed, both in service and in life. And when times get challenging, AMU is here for you with 24/7 mental health support. Always prepared. That's you. Learn more at amu.apus.edu.